All right, what's up? Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming. It's going to be a real quick video. If you watched the game last night, I want to say dilemma, but it's not really a dilemma. One issue I ran across with the new version 2 design of the game was the two big play columns on the drive charts. Under the initial version, the college game, it was differentiated by big play run and big play pass, and that's due to the way that the ball carrier was determined in that version. Under this version, where the ball carrier and play is determined all by a D20 roll based on down and distance, that wasn't working out. So I thought about that last night and talked about it at the end of the video of the game. And initially threw around an idea of a clutch column there, but as I thought about it more, it made sense to kill two birds with one stone. So in the initial version of the game, penalties never came into play on the drive chart. You either had a successful drive or you did not, and then went into play-by-play mode. So the only time penalties really had an impact on the game was in play-by-play mode. Obviously, if you're playing quick play mode where you don't use play-by-play at all, there was an optional rule for penalties, but basically it's going through extra steps to make penalties have an impact when it was easy, since I have to consolidate the big play results into a single big play column, just to add something to the drive chart that brought penalties into play and made them have an impact to the game. And again, I think this will make the game a little bit more well-rounded and add a little twist to the drive portion. So with that, we are going to introduce the drive kill column, and you see here in yellow. So we have our punt kick, successful drive, big play, drive kill, and then of course fumble, potential fumble, and this is potential drive kill, potential fumble, potential interception, and the event. So the way this is going to work on the drive kill, if you do roll in this 4-digit or 4-number range here on the drive chart, depending on the offensive differential, you will then roll, or you will use the D20 dice, I should say, sorry, and compare that to the team's penalty rating. So here we see Pittsburgh and Philly. Pittsburgh 1-9 and Philly 1-8 for offense. Both teams are 18-20 defense. So the way this works, if that initial D20 on the drive roll, once you roll the penalty kill or potential drive killer with the penalty, you if the D20 is within the offensive penalty range, the drive is considered killed due to a penalty, lack of discipline, whatever you want to call it. And you will then roll, instead of rolling for a successful drive, depending on where you have the ball, here 0-20, 21-35, or 36-50, you will roll from the punt kick column, and the drive will end there, and then you will have to punt or kick it, attempt a field goal. If it is a defensive penalty roll or the offense, or no penalty, I should say, then you just proceed and roll the D20 depending on where you are on the field, and it becomes a successful drive. So the way this turned out, actually, the number of potential successful drives is pretty much the same. However, now there is an additional chance for a drive to be spoiled. Previously, that was only with a fumble or interception. Now a penalty can do it too. So again, I think that will just add a little another level to the game, and I think it's going to work, and that's what we're going to roll with for testing. And also interested in hearing comments about it. So again, I'm not going to make this a long video. This will be a quick one. I'm just going to do a couple of series between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Battle of Pennsylvania, if you will. So we'll do a quarter, about that, 5 drives. So Pittsburgh will be receiving the kickoff. And for drive number 1, that kick from Philadelphia and their kickoff is a B. So 7B, that is going to go down to the goal line, and Pittsburgh with a return rating of C, 2C. And 2C is going to be a 20-yard return. So Pittsburgh takes over, and we go to drive mode for Pittsburgh. Again, this is hybrid. And actually, instead of doing play-by-play, we'll do 5 drives in complete quick play mode. So, which we haven't done with this version yet. So see how that works. So initial drive, Philadelphia's drive defense is a 9. Pittsburgh's drive offense is a 6. So -3. Pittsburgh needs 39 or better, and they're going to have to punt their first drive. 17, they get 6 plays, 22 yards. So they get up to the 42, but they will have to punt it away from there. Pittsburgh's punt is a B. Philly's punt return is a C. And these dice will cut still, when you're doing special teams, it's technically a play-by-play. Even in quick play mode, these will still come into play for a potential penalty. All right, so anyway, not applicable here. So Pittsburgh is going to punt it away, and that is going to be a 37-yard punt. It's going to go down to the 21-yard line of Philadelphia. And on the return, 4C on the punt return is going to be a 4-yard return. So up to the 25, and Philly, their drive now kicks in. Pittsburgh's drive defense is a 7. Philly's drive offense is a 10. They're going to be a +3. And 86. Well, what do you know? We get our first drive kill. Awesome. Glad it came up. So 10 is outside of Philadelphia's offensive penalty range, so the drive is not killed via penalty. That means it is going to be a successful drive, and we will roll again. So 4 on the, and you could, technically, I guess you could use the same dice if you wanted to, but choose to roll again to get a variety of results. It's going to be a 5-play, 39-yard drive. Down to the 36, and down in distance of 3 with a defense of 7. It's going to be 3rd and 9 from there, so obviously Pittsburgh had a big pass play in there. And forget it, we're doing quick play mode. Ignore me. All right, so quick play mode, we go now to the second drive offense number. Philly is a 16. Pittsburgh's second drive defense is a 13. Still going to be a +3. And 48 +3, that's going to be a successful drive. 19 going to the quick play finish drive. That's how quick it is. That's going to be 5 plays and a touchdown for Philadelphia. So from 36 yards out, Philly draws first blood, and extra point is up and good. So Philadelphia 7-0 lead here. And I actually think this drive kill will work especially good in quick play mode. So could have come into play there, did not. Philly's going to kick it off. And possible penalty here, we'll come back to that. That is going to be a touchback. So we'll use this to see what the penalty is, and if it is a penalty. And it is a penalty indeed on Philly. And on the kicking team, that's going to be an offsides, 5 yards. So Pittsburgh, they're going to go ahead and just take it from the 25 and decline that. All right, Pittsburgh's second drive, and again, they're a -3, so they need 39 or more. 68, and Pittsburgh is going to have a successful drive. And roll a 5 from the 21 to 35. That's 7 plays and 51 yards. All the way down to the Philadelphia 24. Let's see if they can close this out and tie the score. This is, of course, possession number 3 of the first quarter, and we're playing 1 quarter. All right, 13, not going to happen here. And the second portion of the drive, Philly's drive defense is a 15 on the second half, and drive offense is a 9, so -6. That is absolutely not going to be successful. So 16, and they get 4 plays, 11 yards. So drive, they didn't make it to the inside the 10, so we don't get to do the goal line rating. They stall on the 13. This will be a 30-yard field goal attempt. Pittsburgh, 30 to 39 is 0 to 82. Kick is up and good, and the Steelers are on the board. 7 to 3 here in the first quarter. Each team has one drive left. Pittsburgh kicking it off. And Pittsburgh's kickoff is a C, 5C, and that's going to be down to the goal line. Philadelphia on the return. And they have a good kick return. 2B is the kick return, and that is going to be a 22-yarder. So Philly starts on their own 22. Again, +3, and it would be +3 for both portions of their drive if they are successful on this one. All right, +3 and 47, and Philadelphia is going to be successful again. Roll of 2. And that's going to be 7 plays, 44 yards. Down to the 34-yard line. Second portion of the drive for Philly, and again, +3 on the drive chart. And 47, that is going to be another successful drive. 14 on the quick play finish. That's 5 plays, 29 yards. That's going to get it down to the 5, and again, we go into the, when that's the case, we don't always stall there. We go into the goal line ratings. Philadelphia's goal line rating, you see right here, is 13. Pittsburgh is a -2. So 1 to 11, Philly punches it in, and above that, Pittsburgh gets the stop. 6, Philly punches it in. They take a 13 to 3 lead. Extra point up and good, and Philadelphia 14 to 3. This will be the final possession of the first quarter. Pittsburgh set to receive, and that is going to be a touchback. Technically, we don't even need the D6s in quick play mode, so I'll just throw them out of the way. Pittsburgh trailing 14 to 3, first quarter. Let's see if they can put a drive together. They're going to get caught or stuck punting again. 8, 4 plays, 14 yards, up to the 39. And you know what? We'll actually just go a full half. How about that? So 5 more drives. All right, Pittsburgh's punt, and that is going to be a punt of B. 1B, that is a 44-yard punt down to the 16-yard line. And Philadelphia on the return. 8C on the punt return, and that is going to be a return of 6. So Philly gets it up to the 20, and we're in the second quarter. So first drive of the second quarter, Philly up 14 to 3 over the visiting Steelers. Let's see if that offense can keep it going. And they are going to have another successful drive. 42 is within range, and roll of 2. Roll of 2, 0 to 20 is 8 plays, 61 yards. Philadelphia is shredding Pittsburgh. So it's all the way down to the Pittsburgh 19, and they're going to try and get their 3rd successive touchdown here. Philly out of control. Pittsburgh, they're going to get the stop, however. 5 plays, 12 yards. They get it down to the 7. Here we do not, because they were stopped, legit. We do not do the goal line roll. So Philadelphia in to try a field goal. It's be a 24-yarder, and Philadelphia from 0 to 29 is 0 to 97. Kick is, wow, clanks off the upright. Barely good. So Philadelphia up 17 to 3. Pittsburgh need to make something happen to get back into this game, or it is going to be a blowout. Touchback again. So Pittsburgh, first part of the drive, and again, they need over 39 or better, and they're going to get caught and or stuck punting again. -1d6 on the drive result, and it's going to be from the 19. Pittsburgh having all kinds of trouble moving the ball. And And Philly, once again, is going to get an opportunity for a drive. That's a 39-yard punt. Fielded at the 42-yard line. And on the punt return, 9, that's going to be a big play cover. So Philadelphia a C, and we will go to the big play chart. So you can see how that ends up. So big play cover, this is where you can get a fumble on special teams. Pittsburgh would do well to get that. So C column is what we're looking at, 3, and that is going to be a -1 on the return. So good coverage by the Steelers. Philadelphia takes over at their own 41. And here we go. Again, Pittsburgh needs under 26. And finally, the Steelers get a stop. Good job, Pittsburgh. That's going to be 5 plays, 12 yards. So they get down to the Pittsburgh 47, and they're going to punt now, as that's possession number 3 of the second quarter. Both teams have one more before halftime. All right, Philadelphia punting is, let's say, they're a B actually. They're not going to try the coffin corner, see what happens. 2B, and that's 37 yards. That is exceptional. So that is going to fall at the 10-yard line. And Pittsburgh on the return, 0. That's going to be a big play punt return, however, for the Steelers. And their punt return is only a D, so it's not going to be that big of a play. So big play punt return D. You see they have a couple of nice numbers as you get up there. This is going to be a 5. That's still 24-yard return, not too shabby at all. So fielding it ill-advised normally on the 10 or inside the 10. In this case, they get it out to the 34. Pittsburgh's last drive of the half. See if they can turn that stop into something positive as Philly holds a 17-3 lead. Pittsburgh needs more than 39. They're going to get stuffed again. Philly's defense playing them tough. They're going to get 22 yards on 6 plays, though. So from the 34, it's down to the 44-yard line of Philadelphia where they get stopped. This would be a 61-yard field goal. Pittsburgh's max is 59, and they're 0 to 79. You know what? So that will make it 0 to 59. It's 10, -10 for each yard over their max. So Pittsburgh, why not? They're going to try a 61-yard field goal at 0 to 59. They got a shot to make it. Kick is up, and it is good. Pittsburgh with the booming field goal. And they cut the Philly lead to 17-6 here in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Philadelphia set to receive the kickoff, and Pittsburgh's going to boot that into the end zone. They're all fired up now. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 25. Simulated drive portion. Can they get another stop? 76. Not this time. 76, and we finally have a big play. So this is where that's a lot smoother. It's going to be based in the second down play call column here. And whatever the number is, it's going to be a run or a pass. This is a 3. It's going to be a big play run by Sanders, and Miles Sanders is a C. So C on the big play rushing chart, and you see right here, he has the opportunity to break one to the house. 9, and he does. C9 is a touchdown. Miles Sanders from 75 yards out takes it to the house, and Philadelphia is going to go into the locker room with a commanding. Kick is up and good. 24-6 lead. So the Battle of Pennsylvania not going good for Pittsburgh so far. So that is it. Again, gives you a look on what I decided to do with this version again, because it just calculating the big play result needs to be a lot easier. So one big play column, one drive kill column. We had the drive kill column come up. Fortunately for them, Philadelphia was able to avoid that and went on to score. So, yeah, again, this is what we're going to go with and test with throughout the rest of this cycle. I think actually it will be a good addition, especially for those who like to play in quick play mode, which you see we knocked out a half pretty quick there. So again, just to add a little bit more variance to it. So that's it. Again, let me know in the comments what you think. Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming. Thanks for checking this out. Thanks for supporting the channel and the games, and we'll see you later.